But we have a regular thing that we put together of what people should have in a backpack for emergency use. And we say backpack because if you have to go out by using mass transit, you're only going to be allowed to carry one backpack. You can't carry your boxes and buckets full of things that you've set aside. Basically, a minimum of 3 days worth of clothing. You should have at least 3 days worth of food, meals ready to eat, preferably like your military style, ready to eat food, not the dehydrated ones that need extra water and stuff, the ones that you can just tear open and eat. Because any emergency shelter, it'll take them 2 to 3 days to get set up to be able to handle a large volume of people. So if you can handle your own personal needs, you're a step ahead of everybody else. Same thing with, you've got clothing. You should carry all of your emergency medicines with you. You should have a backup of medicines. Keep it in a backpack. Keep it near your front door. So whether it be a fire, a flood, whatever, as you go out the door, you grab that backpack that has everything you need in it. Be sure you also have extra sets of your birth certificate, marriage certificate, insurance papers. Put all of those in a Ziploc bag in that thing so that they'll be airtight and watertight, so in case of water floods, etc. One of the things that we've recently decided to add to this emergency kit is the survival bracelet. And what that is, it's paracord. And like one bracelet, this is like an 8-inch bracelet. For every 1 inch of bracelet is approximately 1 foot of paracord. So I've got 8 feet of paracord there in case of an emergency. All I do is untangle it, pull it out and use it. And then it was pointed out to me, I've actually got 56 feet because you take the center strands out of it, tie them together. This is a 85-pound test line. So it gives you, in that emergency, 56 feet of cord right there. And we make them up. We have them all different colors. And you can check my website. You can email us, check it out. There's a lot of different ones that are made. They make them a lot of different ways. But the main thing is have something similar to this available for emergencies. It's easier than carrying cord just wrapped up. That gets tangled, it gets lost. This is an easy way to carry it. You know right where it is. Same thing for your pets. We can make dog collars out of this. And I recommend a double one for the dog collar because in the event you lose the leash, you can always take off the first layer and have a leash already there and still have the collar intact. So there's a lot of things to do that people don't think of that you really should do for emergencies. And if you're ready, that emergency isn't quite so traumatic as it can be. I mean, nobody likes to be put in a bad situation, but at least you know that you've done everything you can to make it a little easier. And like I said, everybody should have their emergency gear in a backpack. Do not put your backpack, your child's backpack in for equipment and emergency supplies in your backpack. Everybody should have their own. As we saw in Katrina, people were handing children off to strangers on a bus saying, "Save my child." Kid had no clothes, no food, no ID. They're still having problems locating all the children. So what you do is each child has a backpack. Everybody has their own. So in case you have to hand that child off to somebody else because the women and children are being separated, that child's got his own backpack. Everybody knows who he is. And of course we do dog tags. Military surplus store, you always got to have your dog tags. And again, that's something that everybody should have. Name, address, and an emergency contact number. Do not put your own phone number on your dog tag. In case of an emergency, the paramedic looks at the dog tag and calls that number and has your pocket ring. It doesn't help him any. So you want to have another person's number on your dog tag. But again, that's something that is good because a lot of times, unfortunately, when there's accidents, you have the unscrupulous who stop and steal all the jewelry and all the money and the wallets and leave the people and drive off. And the paramedics and the police have a difficult time identifying the bodies or the people that are there injured because there's no guarantee the car is registered to who's driving it. So we tell everybody, nobody's going to take a stainless steel dog tag. They'll steal your gold necklace, but they're not going to take the dog tag. And that is your savior when you need to be notified or when they need to know who you are. We've been very fortunate. That's a nice thing about Hawaii. We're getting a lot of the film industry coming in. Of course, Pearl Harbor, they came in, and because of what we do sell, we've got a lot of the World War II and Vietnam era memorabilia. They buy it for the films to use it as background. We have a MASH outfit, a brand new 200 bed MASH unit from 1951 with all the accoutrements that you need for a unit. Again, that was used in Pearl Harbor when they set up the hospital scene. We have patches, insignia from World War II and forward, same with collar insignia. So to make it more realistic for the people filming, this is where all the costuming people and the set people come to get their background stuff. Lost. If you notice my shirt, the Lost crew were here, and they did a lot of items from us. And over the years we had them. Of course, Hawaii Five-0 was the most recent one. We were in the final episode of Hawaii Five-0. They actually came in here and filmed part of it in here, which was really fun. We enjoyed that. That was cool. Yeah, we have a toilet seat that goes right on a 5-gallon bucket. And I'd be glad to show you, but right now I'm sold out. All I've got is a 5-gallon bucket. So, but what you do is it sits right on top of a 5-gallon bucket. It's great because it'll hold up to, I know, up to 275 pounds. I've had a 275-pound person that sat on it and told me it works. He was afraid the whole bucket would collapse, but because of the weight distribution, it'll hold you. But it's a great way to have an emergency. If your power goes out and you're on a high rise, you don't have a toilet to flush. This way you've got a toilet, you've got paper, you can stuff it with the liners, and then we've got the chemicals like you see in a outdoor toilet, the blue chemicals that they have in the Sanitoys. And you just put that into the thing with a little bit of water. In a 5-gallon bucket, I put about 2 gallons of water and put 1/4 of the package in it, because that's for 10. Each package is for 10 gallons. So I put 1/4 of the package in 2 gallons of water, and just let it sit. And then you can use it for about. Well, we had power out here for 5 days, and by the 3rd day there were 6 of us working. By the 3rd day we changed it. So in other words, we used it for 3 days, you know, and then changed it. And so it works. It works real good. There's no smell. It helps keep it. It's no smell, I shouldn't say that, kind of like a Sanitoy. but the thing is, it's better than not having anywhere to go, or to go dig a hole in the backyard. You throw it out the window, pray you don't hit anybody going down. But it makes it a lot more comfortable. And I use mine. I keep one in my car when I've got people that are visiting and we're going around the island traveling to see the sights. I put one in the back seat of the car so that we can stop wherever we want to. If the kids have to go to Lua, we can. Hawaiian, we call it going to the Lua. If we want to go to Lua, we stop, we put up a beach towel across the door, and they can just sit and go there. It's much safer than going into some of these beach restrooms. You don't know who's in there, what's going on. It's just a lot safer. So I prefer to be safe with my family.
Very nice.
I don't want to say that Hawaii is not safe, but we're unfortunately afflicted with the same things that a lot of places on the mainland are. The drugs run rampant, and places like deserted areas or beach parks is where they tend to go to do their dealings and whatnot. So it's just safer for us to use our own.
Yeah.
Are you recording, buddy?
Yeah, I am.
Oh yeah, it's some items. So it looks like you're doing really good business.
Well, you know what? It's good stuff, and it's a pleasure to be able to sell stuff that you can stand behind. You know, that's half the battle. See, you guys, he doesn't just talk his story; he actually buys it and uses it.
Wait, no, you said that you need like a 3-day survival, and I know I got 2 of these already.
So the third one is a definite must.
And plus, that's number 4 meal. I got number 1 and number 6. So.
Oh, so well, let's see. This one is going to be chili with beans.
Oh, not too bad.
That'll be bad. That's not bad. That's not bad.
Oh, thanks. Oh yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
God bless.
See you sometime.
I appreciate that.
Oh yeah, very good.
Ah, you gonna go somewhere?
I can send a link. Okay, this is good. A link. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, this is good. You know, people know about this place finally.
Good.
And I
good
got all
work.
my supplies. My 3-day bag. I'm getting my 3-day bag ready. Yeah. You know, you never know when disaster's gonna hit.
Yeah.
Oh, we're located at 5 Sand Island Access Road, and that's in Honolulu. You can Google us, but don't try to get here by using Google because it'll take you way down the road because our opening is at the other end. If anybody has any questions, they can always contact us. We're at Military HQ at hawaii.rr.com. Sorry, new email. So it'd be Military HQ, all one word, at hawaii.rr.com. Or you can go onto our website at militaryhq.com. And we have a phone number is 808-843-0189. We're open 7 days a week. So we're here. We've got a lot of things. You can check my website or my eBay site. I sell on eBay. I'm known as Major General. It's MAJ-GENERAL. And no, I'm not a Major General, but my husband was a colonel, and somebody said I always bossed him around. And I said, sure, I'm the Major General, and the name stuck. So if you want to see the type of stuff we do have as far as insignias and patches and old stuff, it's all on eBay. I have about 4,500 items up right now, so it'll give you a pretty good idea of the type of things we sell. Well, thank you. I appreciate you coming in. Anybody have any questions, contact me. I'm not very good at this YouTube thing, but I'll try.